Hello everyone, we're back at the KubeCon NA 2024 event, and we're at the SUSE booth, as you can clearly see. And today we have Rahul Sharma from Cloudera with us. Welcome, Rahul.
Thank you so much, Divya.
First time meeting you, so a pleasure. And I'm very curious. Firstly, I know you're from Cloudera, but I'm really curious. What are your first impressions of this KubeCon, and what are some of the things that you're seeing on the show floor and in the conversations that you're having across the board?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, first of all. So Cloudera, I guess a bit about myself, just a quick introduction. So I'm a director of product at Cloudera, building a data platform on Kubernetes, but of course, we're here at KubeCon. And we're a partner with SUSE, both a customer and a partner. So speaking of KubeCon, I've been in the Kubernetes community since 2018, 2019. Since the Valero project was my first exposure to Kubernetes with the backup and restore of Kubernetes objects and resources. And I've seen the community evolve significantly since then. With the evolution and maturity of stateful workloads, there's bigger and better support for DR use cases, for high availability, operators getting mainstream adoption. And as we move into today, everything's about AI, as it should be. So we're seeing a lot more. We're noticing a lot more open source projects that are enabling AI use cases. We as a company, we recently rebranded our Cloudera machine learning product to Cloudera AI, which is helping customers build their own AI models and applications. And stitching together a lot of these open source projects that we're seeing in the community out there that are really helping customers elevate their AI game to the next level.
So zooming in a little bit on our partnership, what in the SUSE stack has sort of enabled Cloudera to empower their customers with the kind of capabilities you mentioned a little while earlier?
Great question, Divya. So SUSE has been a great partner to us, great vendor to us as well. We're a very happy customer. So Cloudera has a data platform that basically runs in multi-cloud environments, in any of the hyperscalers, in any of the on-prem environments. Specifically, we use SUSE Rancher Kubernetes Engine 2 and Longhorn. So we have a set of microservices that enable a bunch of data analytics functions, from data engineering to data warehousing to machine learning, AI applications running Spark, Hue, Hive engines, Jupyter notebooks, all of those on as containers on Kubernetes. And Rancher helps us schedule all of those containers in the most efficient way possible. And the persistence under the hood is managed by Longhorn, one of our form factors.
All right.
That really helps us kind of like automate the whole process for our customers, where they don't have to build their own Kubernetes engineering armies.
Correct.
We've abstracted away that complexity with the help of SUSE, where they just focus on maintaining the platform without the complexity and continue to onboard end users and enable end users and help scale end user usage.
All right. And again, zooming in another thing that you mentioned, Cloudera AI, right? AI is the buzzword, and it's becoming increasingly important, whether anyone wants to admit it or not. So can you give a little bit of insight into that bit of, Cloudera at this point?
Absolutely. So Cloudera right now, we're thinking about AI from two perspectives. There's AI with Cloudera and AI in Cloudera. So in terms of AI with Cloudera, our focus is to enable customers on build real-world applications, real-world use cases. So from banks to healthcare, any of the financial services, really, they're really leveraging our platform to build real applications in production today. Not just research projects. We've got banks that are running chatbots for their support teams. A lot of those support conversations are handled directly by AI, so they'll be able to reduce their workload there. A lot of document processing applications as well, extracting important information from a large swath of documents. Building chatbots, of course, is another thing that they're doing. Getting customer data, enriching the customer interactions as well. And then AI in Cloudera, we've introduced a bunch of really interesting functionalities, such as in our Cloudera AI product, there's a Python code copilot, there is an SQL AI assistant that we've built, and we're also offering customers a data visualization AI assistant so they can, through natural language, create visualizations that took like many hours in the past.
And that sounds like a very interesting journey to be a part of as we just embark on this whole thing. I think with that, I'd like to wrap up by thanking you for coming over to the booth and sharing insights. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of the KubeCon, yeah?
Thank you so much, Divya.
Thank you so
for
much.
having
Have a
us.
good one.
You too.